he doesn't.
What up? It's Remm from Guelph, Ontario, and this is a huge shout out to the Markham Village Virtual Music Festival. When I was a young boy and I heard the bass kick, then I heard the hi-hat, then I heard the tape deck spinning like the earth inside of my mom's car, made me wanna rip the building and peanut. You know my stuff is grimy, prepping for the 1990s, 90s, you know, damn, it's Mr. Carter Creme, I'm country crank, man. Hot. Mr. Carter. Get them hands up. Great. No. Go.
Okay. Nice.
Remm. Yeah, wow. That was something. That was something, all right.
Carter Remm classics.
Carter Remm classic for sure. I mean, one of the things that I like about Carter is how much he's leveled up since, because we've known him for a while, and we've seen how far he's come, and I think the piece, this is definitely like one of his stronger pieces. It's so like iconic in terms of Carter Creme. I like the sound set that he uses. I like how he's always pushing himself, and you can tell that there's like certain segments where he wants certain techniques to be highlighted. But on the same note, like there's always that inconsistency in terms of flow, in terms of structure, and in terms of like the cleanliness of the technicality. For sure, it's there. The skill is there. However, the intensity, I don't think it's quite there. I feel like if you added a little bit like intensity, like you made us kind of like making us believe that this beat is really super hard, can go a long way. And that all comes from like body language. It seems like this was more of a how do I say it? It was a planned set, but it didn't look like it was like a I have it in the bag type moment set. However, like I like all the pieces that he did. I like all the things, all the sequence of beats that he did. The ideas are very good. very advanced. Um, but yeah, apart from that, I think if he just like strung everything together, and I think the choice of sounds too, because there are sounds that he did in some of the highlights that he did, and I think there were other sounds that I would prefer he would use that I know he knows because he did it at the last beat. Um, just messing around with like the dynamics and the sound selection to make your beat sound more full while at the same time sounding consistent can really put your piece together and making it sound full and consistent. So big up.
Yeah, like for me, the biggest part here is I feel like in this one he really this was like he lost himself a bit in the groove towards the end, especially towards the end actually. And kind of like I could see what he was trying to do with like you said, like with some of those patterns, but I didn't hear it coming out from him. Also another thing is I've heard, especially the beginning, I mean the routine he does first, I've heard him do that like quite a lot now. And I feel like, I don't know, the beat rhyming, especially at the beginning, hits a lot harder on video than it does live. I feel like when he does live, it kind of like, all the lyrics and the beats kind of get all mushed together, and it's kind of like this one mushy paste, if that
Definitely like a mic
analogy
technique
works.
thing.
But yeah, but this one on video, like the beat rhyming was like really good, and everything was like, it was nice, and that was a nice touch. But yeah.
I would actually disagree with that. On the sense that like I think just because I know what the lyrics are and I've heard him do it before, I kind of know what the lyrics are, so like I'm able to fill it in. But I feel like if I was an audience member, there's a lot of words that were like not clear enough or not super um it wasn't super clear to what he was saying, and like under his bass as well. I'm not sure if I was a person that didn't know this routine already beforehand, I would be able to tell what the lyrics are or what he's saying. I do agree that that I think on video the lyrics hit better than live for sure. But I think like just my point of critique would be just think about how your routine translates to like an audience or someone who doesn't have the context of the routine. I think also a lot of things in terms of like presence can be improved on. So like I think like when he was doing like the technical beat at the end, and the next like he just stopped and went no, and then leveled it up. He kind of just said like no, and then just then leveled it up. But you could put more energy into it because it's like it's a hype moment. You wanna translate that to the audience, and I think like that could be improved. Just showing that you're into it and you're feeling the beat, because I think expression and like vocal, like when you decide to speak and say something, I didn't feel that energy as much as other people. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
I think that every part of this routine is filled with very high level concepts, very high level transitions, very high level techniques and sounds. Like these are like even like if he like just sent this to me, he's like, here's I'm ghostwriting a routine for you, and you can perform this as like a skeleton. It would be hard to execute for me even. That being said, like, do you know, like, because you guys are all beatboxers, like when you're executing like a pattern that that like pushes you to like your limit, you have to like clench your butt cheeks to do it, and like after you do the thing, you're like legitimately tired. I feel like he needs to do that more. He needs to like learn how to like put in the 110 at like the moments where you need to. Like when he's doing like the like you really need to clench for that. Like to like it's like when I do OD bass, like I know that's gonna make my jaw tired afterwards, but I have to flex my jaw as hard as I can to do the sound. I feel like he's like, for whatever reason, like strategically conserving like mouth energy to like make it easier on himself, but like you kind of have to sacrifice that, in order to like do certain sounds. That's why like some of the techniques might not come out as full as they maybe could, because he's not like putting in the 110 and maybe only putting like 95 only. But yeah, like again, it's like these are like poly plus the layering, and then like the like that's really, really, really tough to do. Like it's a very, very ambitious routine, and it's very, very like these are really complicated and high level concepts. So I really respect the composition. It's just more about like really hunkering down and executing it as effectively and as cleanly as possible.
Mm-hmm. Last thing I have to say off that, conserving energy, on that like note, obviously push yourself when you have to. On that really fast ending, you kind of have to put it all in. But I think there's a lot of places where you're not saving energy where you could, like even at the very beginning. I think like it sounds like you're trying to pop those K snares as hard as you can, and I hear a lot of like I hear a lot of and I hear a lot of
error.
And I also hear like when he was trying to match with the voice, like the like it was also inconsistent there. So like maybe intentionally do it quieter at the beginning so you can have the energy to do it intentionally hard at the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of human error that you could just cut out. But it's great.
Yeah, it's still like solid as a whole beat. Routine. I like it.
Very solid beat.
It's good.
Solid. Looking forward to him in the festival.
Yeah.
You live. My boy Remm live.
You're live. Yeah.
Remm live.